listeners, and welcome to the newest episode of the Otafest podcast. I'm Jay.
I'm Alfred.
And this is G.
Yay! We have a lot to talk about today, actually. We have a lot of fun things to talk about. We welcome you all back. We understand a lot of people are probably back in school now and stuff like that, so hopefully this is something you can listen to while you're working on studying or homework or just
September. No one studies in September. What are you talking about? There's no midterms yet.
If you're like pursuing a master's or a doctorate, I'm so sorry.
Okay, well then you wouldn't have a break early. Okay,
Yeah.
Anyways.
So
But fun stuff coming up.
Yeah, we've got lots of fun stuff coming up because we're starting off Otafest 2019 stuff, really.
Okay, well, this is the big one because we got a pocket event coming up. Now, if you remember last year, we were holding all these pocket events and all this stuff, but we're finally trying to get our sponsors in on the fun. So we're kicking off the road to Otafest 2019 with our longtime friends, Goro+Gun. If you don't know who they are or where they are, it is the ramen bar downtown, right in the Scotia Centre.
Yes.
Just down the street from the TELUS Convention Center. So be prepared to have your taste buds spirited away by unique anime-inspired meals, set and drinks passionately designed by Chef Tomo and sous chef May. Cosplay is encouraged at this event. Hit up otafest.com/Goro+Gun for more information and RSVP. There is limited availability.
Yeah, you have to get like essentially a reservation ticket.
Yeah, basically, you have to
because
do
we've got the whole place, but you know,
But it is a set meal, and yeah.
Well, we'll have some more news about that a little bit later because we have all the details.
Oh, do we?
But we'll
Okay.
get through the news portion first.
Okay, cool. So Marriott hotel room bookings have started. Be one elevator ride away from Otafest 2019 by booking your stay at the Marriott, boasting Calgary's largest standard guest room, available with a single king or 2 double beds and large windows. The Marriott's rooms feature beautifully appointed furniture and hypoallergenic duvets. Wireless internet available with fitness center and pool access. Otafest.com/hotel for more info. So yeah, try to get a hotel room. It will enhance your con experience.
We love it.
The staff need it.
It is super convenient, and I love it every time.
I also just like I don't think anyone used the fitness center from Otafest, but the pool access is amazing.
Yeah, I miss the hot tub.
access to a bed that is nice and nearby.
Yep.
Maximum value right there.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
Just time to
speaking
sleep, wake
of buying stuff early, your tickets are $45 for Otafest right now. Go get your tickets. They will go up on September 30th. $45
October
until
1st.
October 1st.
Yeah.
They will be $45 until then. So please buy your tickets. I will keep reminding you every episode. Go buy your
It'll
tickets.
go up to 50 on October 1st. So
Yep. $5
Buy 'em
more.
early.
Yeah,
Honestly,
buy them early.
if you're going to go, you're going to have fun. Buy your tickets early, save yourself some cash, and then you can go hit up the vendor hall.
Okay, so this is something that like I want to bring up as well, and we always find it weird because we have analytics. Like everyone has analytics now. Everyone knows, like how when people buy tickets, for example, and our demographics and all that stuff. One of the weirdest things that we always look at is like we try to offer these just because, like, not necessarily because we need your money to help do anything. Like we already pre-budget everything. It's
Honestly,
not like we need. It's not like we need to justify our event by like pre-sales. It's really just we offer this option not because you can't afford like a $60 ticket, but really like because we want you to secure your spot essentially, right?
We do this as a nice thing for the community.
Yeah.
But through the use of our analytics, we found that very few people really buy in on the pre-purchase ticket, and we don't really know why. Because
a lot of people still plan ahead and they plan to go to Otafest, and yet they don't buy. $45,
and our tickets are available
weird
at right after Otafest.
Yeah,
And it's
pretty
cool,
much.
guys. Like
There's months.
We understand sometimes you have to worry about your financial situation and everything, and honestly, we offer this to you as that opportunity to save some money. If you can't take advantage of it, so be it. But we try to do stuff like
All I'm
this.
saying is you can make your Otafest weekend experience $15 a day.
Yep.
Right? Instead of 20.
Anyways,
So it's easy.
Yep. This is the menu. I see.
Yeah,
Okay,
we have-
so here's the dinner set. Let's go over
Is this the full menu?
Yeah, this is okay. So I want to explain a couple of things about the Goro+Gun event. What we want you to do is when the website's going to be live by the time the episode's going to be released here. You go to otafest.com/Goro+Gun. You do a reservation ticket through Eventbrite, I believe. Super simple. It just asks you, name, contact, that kind of thing, right? and then because we want you to come, we're gonna book out this restaurant as best as we can, and that means like we're not gonna. Unfortunately, that means we can't really allow anyone to walk in. It is like a limited thing. Dinner set comes with
drinks, and
you have drink options.
Drink options.
Yeah.
You have an appetizer, appetizers. No, so it looks like it's about
Everything.
5 courses along with dessert. So yeah. Okay. Anyways, let's start with the drinks. So we have Paradise in the Sky. It's a cocktail made with curacao and vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, it's almost like a dessert to start, but it's just like something fun.
Well, no, that's kind of understand why you call it Paradise in the Sky. That would look like the sky, right? You blended some vanilla ice cream and some blue curacao. That would look.
It would look amazing.
Yeah, cool.
It'll taste amazing.
Sans Bloody Mary. So Sans, I wonder if that's like an Undertale reference, but this is shochu.
Yeah.
So Japanese vodka, basically, based with an in-house hot sauce and shichimi togarashi rim. So if you like Caesars, this will probably be your choice.
That sounds interesting.
That is my choice.
I like
and
spice.
there's virgin options
Yeah.
of both of those drinks as well if you don't want to have any alcohol. I also want to remind people that this is not an 18 plus event.
But please drink responsibly if you do decide to partake.
So-
Anyways, speaking of
We also have
drinks, though, I was just at the Mashing over the weekend. So that's the Calgary's like beer and spirit fest for the fall, and there's some really cool up and coming Calgary breweries. So if you're of drinking age, please go check out our local brewing scene because it's awesome.
How many do you think we have? Local breweries?
God,
like
they were handing out maps to all the breweries and stuff, and we have upwards of like 20 new breweries this year. Alone.
So overall, would you say we have about like 3 dozen?
Oh, at least.
Yeah. That's pretty legit.
It's pretty cool, yeah, and that includes distillers too. So if you're not into beer, there's also like gin and vodka locally now too. So it's really cool. Anyways, short aside from my beer geekness. Okay. Anyways, the food. The regular menu is available.
Yep. I don't think they'll do substitutions, unfortunately. But if you come to this event, we assume that you might want to try like the anime inspired. Menu set. So the menu set includes everything in here. It's not pick and choose.
Right. So for your first course, it's a half fried egg on toast with mozzarella cheese. Is that from I guess it's from an anime. It's like a really
standard kind of
basic like Japanese breakfast, I guess. So it's a reminder that the simplest food can leave an impression depending on who you're sharing it with.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's cute.
It is. Bentoro.
Bentoro.
Yeah.
Made with love by Oni-san. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, it's rice. It's umeboshi, edamame, sakura denbu, and fried shishamo. I don't know what those things are. I know what rice is. I know what umeboshi is.
Yeah.
It's like sour pickled plum, I guess. Yeah.
Extremely sour.
Very sour. But yeah, it's a bento box made with love by Oni-san. We didn't write these descriptions.
This is not something I wrote because I'm not that sweet and I'm not that cute. There's no way I could come up with this on my own.
Fish pie family style. Salmon, potato, dill, cream, and green onion in a flaky pie pastry, delivered hot and made to share. And the star of the show, the ramen, the rainy day ramen, served with ham and egg. Simple, delicious, approved by children and goldfish princesses.
Yeah.
And chocolate cake, courtesy of the Wish Delivery Service. All black cats agree it's the best way to end a meal. So there you go. Come and have your 5-course meal with some cool cocktails at Goro+Gun. Please go check out otafest.com/Goro+Gun.
You can come and cosplay. There's gonna be some like social media promotion events, like a contest or two.
You'll probably see us there.
Because honestly, we're gonna be there.
It'll be a ton of fun. Yep,
it's gonna be tasty. There's gonna be TV screens. They're gonna be showing animes and stuff as well. So it's gonna be really fun.
Yep.
It's gonna be a good time. If you've you've never been to Goro+Gun, like it's got these really nice long tables that seat like 20, I think.
It makes me feel like I'm in a dining hall. Yeah.
It's really cool.
Makes me feel like I'm in a traditional dining hall or something.
But of course, they also have some smaller, more intimate tables.
Okay. Anyways, let's get into the geeky stuff.
Oh, because that wasn't geeky enough.
I'm not gonna lie, food is geeky for me. So
that's true. Yeah, a little.
I wonder if I can talk about this on the podcast. I applied for a TV show.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I mean that's you. I don't see why you couldn't talk about you applying for it.
I think I could.
Did you sign NDA?
No, I haven't said anything.
So there you go. You can talk about
it. It's
it.
just an application. Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, I didn't read through all the terms and conditions, so maybe
I hope you can make
maybe
it.
I'm screwed. But oh well.
Yeah.
I don't know how well I'm gonna do on the show, but it's a cooking
show.
so it's gonna be fun if I do make it on there. So maybe I'll make maybe
Be sure if he
maybe
makes
I'll
the
go to
cut.
this event first because I'm sure this event's gonna happen like before any taping or stuff's gonna happen. I'll go here. I'll get some like anime inspiration, and then everything that I do like on television is gonna be like,
Oh my
Are you gonna
god!
be the anime chef?
I'll just be the most like Alfred. Every time I like make a decision about something, I'm gonna like push up my glasses. You see this ingredient.
Can you have theme music?
Well, that depends on
Walk-on
the
music?
producers.
No, just have like a little like mini boombox and like as you're cooking, just play music.
Oh, you'd be eliminated right away. I'd say.
Oh yeah, they're like by the directors. They'll
Because,
be like,
because
"You can't
keep
be
in
here."
mind, right? These like reality TV cooking shows. It's not about how you cook; it's about how well you interact with others too, right? Because everything is reality TV nowadays.
Yeah, no,
I don't know. Some people
So-
might be entertained by that. I
Might
would
be. So,
yeah, they might be like,
I would watch
This
that.
guy is
No,
weird
but
as-
it would make for interesting TV because some people would be like, "Oh, that guy needs to go. He's so dramatic," right? But
But
whatever.
other people
Oh,
would
I'm not
be
gonna
like,
make
he's
dramatic.
my favorite because
I'm
he's so
gonna-
dramatic.
Yeah.
maybe I'll just try to like be like Soma.
I'm just if you can be Soma, that would be amazing.
Yeah,
Anyways,
Shokugeki. I'll challenge people to Shokugekis. That'll be great.
Oh, so good.
Anyways, there is
Guys,
a lot
I
of
love
like
food and food anime so much.
yeah.
So good.
There's been a lot of anime or not anime news, nerd news kind of recently.
news.
A lot of really cool things happening.
Yeah, the Captain Marvel trailer just came out.
I wasn't impressed personally.
Not impressed?
Nope.
I mean, the trailer is
Ooh,
just like nothing super spectacular.
It's what I expected it to be. It's
no,
a
actually, I'll say one thing impressed me.
punching old ladies in the face on the bus.
Nah, that was normal for me.
That's part of
just
G's daily
happens.
routine.
It just happens, guys.
It just happens.
When old ladies turn into, never mind.
They deserve it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
The thing that I really found impressive was the outfit and how well it looked on her.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I wanted to see a glimpse of the short hair look on her because that's how I know Captain Marvel. That's what I see her as. Is she's got like the mohawk short hair kind of look.
Yep.
But they're probably saving that for Avengers 5.
Probably.
So or 4. Is it 4 or 5? 4. 4. Okay.
The next Avengers.
This is Avengers 4. Yeah.
Yeah. I would say that my favorite part of the trailer, other than the blockbuster, which actually I did not catch on immediately that was in the past for some reason. Now it's just like, oh, that's
Well,
the last.
how do
I'm
you-
just like, that's just the last blockbuster.
Really?
It just happened to land in the last.
On the last
and
blockbuster.
then there was the whole thing of Nick Fury with
Yeah, I
two
know.
eyes.
That's the other thing that well, no. I mean, yeah, I caught on quickly after that, but I was just like, oh, sweet, blockbuster.
No, I don't know. I think that's like the coolest way to immediately set your movie in the 90s is that you have the main character land on top of a
And then
blockbuster.
here's where all of our expectations are destroyed because it's just a different timeline.
Yeah.
Probably. Well, I don't know about
I really liked.
Like
I
it's
really
a
liked
different
the
universe and everything. We're
Yeah.
just all like, oh, it's Nick Fury with two eyes. It must be in the
Yeah.
past. And it's like, nope, this is just Nick
Well,
Fury.
I
in
guess
their
that's-
No, I
world.
really like the de-aging, the de-aging CGI on
Marvel's
and
has
makeup.
always been really good. I mean, there is what's his face in Iron Man 3, I think, or in Civil War, Tony Stark's de-aging.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there was what was it in Ant-Man? There was Michael Douglas's de-aging.
I wonder what
which was
de-aging really
incredible.
yeah.
That
I wonder
was
what de-aging
really
really
good, actually.
consists of. Like in terms of like a technical aspect, I'm sure makeup is a big part.
Yep.
To try and do like conceal like wrinkles and stuff. But then you just kind of get like a weird fake Botox look. So I'm sure there has to be CGI.
There's got to be some CGI with it. And
Yeah.
Well,
like,
they
they're
started
getting better and better with it.
Well, it started out with Tron, right? When they tried to de-age Jeff Bridges, and it kind of
Jeff Bridges.
and it kind of made it look like kind of plasticky and weird
Yeah.
looking. He looked like a half video game character, which kind of worked when he was in the computer world, but not so much in the real world.
I mean, there's a thing though, like at the same time, if you don't do de-aging and you just try to completely CG a character like
Yeah.
we saw in Star Wars,
Yeah,
Yeah, Tarkin
Tarkin
was
didn't
close.
look
He was
quite right.
close.
Yeah, it was
Tarkin-
good.
Leia.
But you could tell that he was like almost slightly cartoony.
Leia worked out, but only because she was on screen for a few seconds. in
Exactly.
Well,
Rogue One.
there's
Yeah.
also an actual body double there.
Yeah, but it like really worked for Leia. They even got like the makeup down.
Yeah.
Like from New Hope and stuff. But anyways, like yeah, I don't know. That
like,
trailer
you,
didn't
you-
really
you have to be sparse with it until you get better at it.
The trailer was just a bunch of references. You know what Captain Marvel is and what her character's like. It's just like a bunch of references, you know?
But that's
Like,
the other thing, though. There are a lot of people out there who don't know Captain Marvel at all.
okay, I guess so. It's a first trailer.
I'm probably not going to watch
Because
it, though.
Me neither.
At,
I
at
think.
the end of Infinity War, when you saw the pager,
Yeah.
did you know who that was?
Yes.
Yeah.
I knew it. All of us knew it.
Yeah.
There were several people who were like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Who is that for? Like, what's going on?
That's fine.
Yeah.
No, but that was the thing though. Like, some people even I went with, and they're into like comics and everything like that. They're like, I don't know.
In
who
fairness,
that is.
Marvel's insignia or like symbol or whatever is not.
It's a star.
It's not particularly
Yeah.
synonymous with anyone. Like
Right.
like it's not like Superman's crest or Batman's symbol. Like it's just like
here's
they're
the thing,
those
though.
are way beyond. Like and in fairness, I will argue that in the Marvel universe, Marvel does not like specifically brand their superheroes as often as DC does.
Yeah.
So like it's really like
That's
because
true.
like think about like Hulk. What are you gonna? How do you?
Well, whenever you
brand
see like a
How do you
Hulk
brand,
logo,
like-
it's like a green fist, right?
Right?
That's
Yeah.
all I see.
You
right?
will see team logos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Avengers A, X-Men
Yeah.
X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But individual characters,
like Wolverine does not have a logo.
Wolverine has no logo.
Yeah.
But you can signify him with the claws.
claws. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Or it's like a silhouette of his costume. or
What do you?
whatever.
Yeah.
But like, there's anyways. I think everyone gets the idea, right? Like, there's
There's no.
I'm
symbol
not that. I'm not
specific.
surprised that people didn't know the symbol, but I think a lot of people understand.
Yep.
Like Marvel's.
So personally, I'm totally done with the origin stories.
Yeah. Yep.
But like, you know, since this is going to tie into Avengers 4, it's probably going to be like, well, we're gonna show that she's in a different dimension. That's how she escaped Thanos' snap or whatever, right? Or
She got thrown into time warp at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
And that's how she she
Arrives,
popped up like a
essentially.
year ago.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
like she's been gone technically,
Or
Right,
like
yeah.
that pager was like to a different time, and then like
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna time warp for force. Like they're gonna explain it somehow,
Yeah,
as
but-
long as they tie it in together in a good way.
But see, the thing is, that kind of makes the movie just like kind of a slave to its script. You know what I mean? It's like, well, we need to see this happen. We need to see this happen, and we need to see this happen. You know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Unless
It becomes-
of course they just leave the tie-in literally into the after credits.
Yeah, which I guess so. But then it's like, okay, well, I'm just watching another origin story. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's like the story of Captain Marvel herself doesn't really interest me, right? Because
there's a
it's
reason
like,
why Captain Marvel never got huge.
yeah,
Let's be honest. Like there's, they're more of a tertiary
yeah
character.
Well, they were
not
they were popular as Miss Marvel, and then when she became Captain Marvel, it was like, you know, the whole thing kind of took off. You got her own series and all that, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know. Like with the movie announcement, it's been picking up steam. A lot of people are getting into the comics now. So I don't know. Like
We'll see.
I'm personally just not interested because I'm just burnt out on superhero movies
Yep.
entirely, with the exception of Shazam because that looks hilarious.
It looks so goofy.
But that's what it needs
Who's
to be.
playing Shazam?
Oh man, what's his name? I don't know. He just looks like a really generic 1950s superhero, though.
Okay.
It looks too goofy for me.
That's what it needs to be. DC movies are too serious, right?
No, but you can have a middle ground. It's literally they're
guess
like,
so.
we're super dark, or we're like, haha, everything is funny and goofy, and it's like,
Yeah.
can't you just be in the middle?
Well, there's probably going to be like a super serious explosion, happy like fight scene at the end because that's
I don't know.
every DC movie needs to end with that. Every single one.
It just from
Yeah.
everything I've seen from Shazam, I'm just like, I'll pass.
Yeah.
I think overall, I like at this point, I am so done that I may not even watch like the last Avengers, even though I saw like the one
I just want to see more of Thanos. I love his story.
Yep.
I'm just like, man.
Somewhat tangentially related, though. So Disney apparently, with the acquisition of Fox, which is
Yep.
it's awaiting government approval.
Yeah.
But apparently Kevin Feige has been put in charge of implementing X-Men into the MCU.
Okay.
So that's going to be happening. But they also but
I
Bob
just thought of
Iger,
something that would be so cool
what?
if X-Men showed up in the next Infinity War Part 2.
That would rewrite the whole movie. I don't
No,
think,
it wouldn't rewrite the whole movie.
I think
'cause it
there's
would
too much
literally be like
happening.
the whole.
I think there would be too
this
much
is how they
happening.
way
balance
too
it
much
out.
happening. Yeah.
And I think there would
Yo,
be
it's
like
Infinity War. It's supposed to
between
be, like,
Marvel
happening.
appearing and X-Men appearing. I think there's the probability of like Deus Ex Machina becomes way too high.
Yeah. Anyways,
Like it's off the charts.
Yeah.
So
it's
there
Infinity
was
War.
that, but they also announced that Disney is slowing down on Star Wars releases.
That's not surprising, especially
Yeah.
after the last releases.
Okay, so
Well, it's because
that being
Solo
said,
bit ass.
I read that news and then I went and watched Solo and I was disappointed no one saw it because it's actually pretty damn good. I liked it more than Rogue One.
I don't know.
That's because you like
I saw
everything
Solo.
over Rogue One. You hate Rogue One.
Yeah,
I love Rogue
I
One.
do.
So
Well, I like
saying that you put it over Rogue One is like saying that Jar Jar, like you like every other character other than Jar Jar.
I liked the last half hour of Rogue One, but I don't know. Like
You like the last half hour of Rogue One? I thought that was the worst part of Rogue One, except for like Darth Vader and shit, but
Darth Vader stuff blowing up.
I
can just
absolutely
turn my
loved
mind
how
off,
Rogue
right?
One ended. Everybody died. Darth Vader showed up and wrecked face. It was great.
But yeah, no. Solo was a good movie, and it's just really disappointing though.
I wasn't
really
like everything in Solo just felt so
okay.
It's
I didn't watch it, but I heard so many details that kind of broke my heart about
it all works once you start watching it though. It kind of feels like Mad Max in space.
I think we can talk about spoilers at this point because it's been
actually wait, isn't Solo on Netflix?
No, it's not.
Not yet?
I checked the other night. It's not. But yeah, no, it's the only one thing I have complaints about is the Darth Maul thing. But like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that felt like super stapled on.
Forced. Yeah, it was just full out.
Hey,
fan
look
service.
at our greater universe. Everything's tied together, and it's like no.
Like I
no,
said,
just
okay,
stop.
I haven't watched it and I haven't followed it, but I heard that the Millennium Falcon has like an AI.
Yep.
No, it makes sense though. We
hate it.
always knew that.
I hate it.
We always knew that.
No,
But it's not just an AI. It's an
all
AI fighting for robot equal rights.
Yeah. So
I hate it.
I don't know. I thought it was funny. Like, and it kind of makes sense because you know how C-3PO has so much trouble with the Falcon, like talking to the Falcon in Episode 5. Now we know why, because he's talking to L3, and like just trying to imagine that interaction happening. It was hilarious.
Like some things I'm
Oh
like,
god,
okay,
there's going to be an edition where they re-release it, and there's going to be like actual L3 dialogue.
I don't know. I don't think they'll do that, but
but it also explains why Solo's not actually a good pilot.
right, yeah.
He's actually a terrible pilot. And the fact that it's like, oh yeah, he made the Kessel Run. Yeah, that was L3.
It was L3. She calculated a route. Or whatever.
Solo is actually just terrible.
Yep.
Cool.
Anyways,
Shit on an old man when he's dead. Why
Yeah,
don't you?
no, seriously, it's what they did.
okay, so I think they would have saved the anthology movies if they put out Obi-Wan first. But I think what he means by like slowing down is like in terms of production, because you know there's so much production like behind the scenes drama for Solo.
Yep.
With the directors being fired and all that. That it was like I think it was more like they were putting too much stress on the crews of the movies rather than you know and the creative teams of the movies rather than you know like
Having
there's
fun,
oversaturation. Yeah. Because I don't think there's oversaturation in the market.
I think there's a lot of reasons behind it,
Yeah.
and a lot of stuff that honestly we could have an entire episode of why Star Wars is going downwards right now.
I don't agree at all, but I don't know. Like that's I have some strong feelings about that, so let's not get into that. But like I don't agree that.
But things though, I don't blame just the movies.
Yeah.
I blame stuff like EA as well right now.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are saying that this is the worst the Star Wars franchise has been. You guys ain't seen nothing. Like honestly, like go back to the prequel era, 2002, circa 2003. Holy
honestly,
crap!
the prequels weren't that bad. The
No.
games that were coming up for the prequels were pretty good.
And like the extended universe is fine, but there was also a ton of shovelware crap as well. Like so,
That's true.
Yeah, keep that in mind, all right?
Because
Anyways,
there's not any shovelware crap now.
no, exactly. It was always like
Balance.
this. Just,
We must bring balance once again.
yeah, it was always like this. It's just that like we have the internet to whine about now. That's it. That's
Fuck it, just give me a Netflix series of Star Wars.
and it's coming. It's
like
coming.
like a 8 episode 1 hour.
Well, it won't be on Netflix. It'll be on Disney streaming service.
Yeah, because Disney's.
I'm not buying that.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's not gonna happen. Not on my end. Someone
Okay.
else can buy it. Someone
Anyways.
can watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
Okay.
But speaking of Netflix,
I don't know how I feel about this because I have no connection.
Anna would be super happy to hear.
Avatar: The Last Airbender is getting a live action remake on Netflix.
It's the only live action they've ever made of
Yep,
Avatar.
that is correct. It reunites original creators Michael Dante DiMartino and Brian Konietzko as showrunners.
I'm actually looking forward to this quite a bit.
I think this
It'll be
will be
good.
legit.
They'll be good.
And I haven't even seen Avatar ever, actually. But I might watch this just for
I
fun.
watched all of Avatar. I watched all of Korra. I had a blast with all of it.
I hear
had
it's like
some
a
issues
great time,
with it,
but
specifically but there was reasons behind some of the issues that I had with it, and I completely understand. It was the writer's strike and everything, and
Yeah.
there's tons of stuff happening. But overall,
despite all that,
I absolutely love Avatar. I think it's going to be great. If they keep everything more or less along
All
the
they've
same
told
line.
us is the news. I need to see everything first.
Yep.
I need to see something.
I've seen
like a piece
one
of it.
image, and it's like a silhouette.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, Netflix series are pretty well done.
Yeah, they are. Well,
There's like nothing's perfect, but it's, I think
you can't always
having like the
you
original
can find
creators
good
on
stuff
board.
from Netflix Death Note. You can find good things about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I can tell you one good thing right away.
What?
Ryuk.
Okay. Yeah.
Ryuk was actually like
Excellent.
Sure. Okay.
Excellent
Yeah.
Ryuk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Rest
it-
of the movie,
Yeah, but I
Ryuk
mean,
was
like
great.
honestly, like I've never liked anime adaptations of series, anyways. Like movie adaptations.
Yeah.
and I can list like a dozen series that I've watched anime movie adaptations.
Honestly, it's kind of the
Whether
same
it's
thing
live
with
action or
it's
not,
like
they're usually
taking
garbage.
comics and turning them into movies.
Yeah.
It's for the longest time it was like bad ideas.
Yep.
Dude, video games to movies still
Yes.
suck ass.
Yep. Still do.
So, like, whatever.
Like
You gotta.
The new Alicia Vikander Tomb Raider movie is somehow worse than the Angelina Jolie movies.
Really?
Serious?
And I'm serious. It's somehow worse.
You've seen it?
I have seen it. Well, bits of it, but like, actually, we should get Sarah on the show because Sarah did watch both because she was playing through
Shadow?
Rise.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rise, okay.
Rise a while back.
The Tomb Raider games, the new ones,
Yeah, they're great.
amazing,
They're
tons of
great.
fun.
Yeah, no, but she was playing through Rise of the Tomb Raider. She was really loving it, so she was on a kind of like a Tomb Raider fix. She wanted to play through the old ones.
Yeah.
And she decided to like just for fun go back to the old movies because they were on Netflix.
Yep.
She enjoyed the Angelina Jolie ones way more than the Alicia Vikander one.
Really?
So yeah, and to me,
Do you think that's just because of like the direction that they're going in?
yes,
technically?
because like one is a gritty survival movie in like in it, but it still has to cater to like the video game aesthetic,
Sure.
right? And one is a goofy late 2000s or early 2000s movie with Angelina Jolie as an iconic video game
I remember
character
watching that in theaters.
Yeah, that it embraces the cheese, and like that's what's good about
that's
those
kind
movies.
of like that's totally okay. Like
Yeah.
you can't ignore the source of
But at the
of
same
it.
time, it's literally like you can't have a good movie. You can have a cheesy movie that's fun to watch.
Yeah.
But like, I want that good video
What's
game
the
movie.
best video game movie?
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I saw it.
And I would
Any arguments? No.
my argument is I like Street Fighter more
Oh God.
with Raul Julia.
Okay, right.
Guys.
Raul Julia is okay. All right. That's the
just
one
For
part.
you,
That's the one part.
the day Bison entered your tiny village
It was the most important day of
of
your life.
For me, it was a Tuesday.
I believe that movie was released on Tuesday.
Oh wow, Mortal
Could've been.
Kombat though. Mortal Kombat was good. I have fond memories of the '90s Mortal Kombat movie.
I have fond memories of the Mortal Kombat movies, Street
wonder
Fighter,
Not Street Fighter. No,
Double Dragon movie,
Ooh.
Mario Bros movie.
the Mario Brothers movie is just weird. As like a weird '80s sort of like
Oh
throwback
man, it's
kind of
so
thing.
weird.
Yeah, no, but I do love the Mortal Kombat movie because you can't really make a serious Mortal Kombat movie per se.
I just
Right.
quickly typed in best video game movie into Google, and the options are Assassin's Creed,
No, horrible.
Warcraft,
Haven't
Mortal
seen it.
Kombat is on here, 1995.
Okay, good.
The Angry Birds movie.
God.
That had potential though because it's an animated movie. As long as they kind of get like, I don't know.
The Prince of Persia. That's one with Jake Gyllenhaal.
No, haven't seen it. Probably won't.
I remember I
It was
got
okay.
advanced. I got like free advanced screening tickets.
I'm so
And
sorry.
I watched it at Eau Claire, which is also like our crappiest.
Yeah.
theater.
Yo,
And I was just like, huh.
I did watch it. I did watch Assassin's Creed on a plane because there's nothing else to watch.
Ratchet and Clank is on here. Resident
not seen
Evil's
that
on
one.
here, which is actually a Resident Evil could be a sort of a
the
contender.
original
wait,
Resident
are,
Evil?
are we talking about the live action Resident Evils, or are we talking about the
Not the CG ones.
CG
I
ones?
don't know. It
Well,
doesn't
the CG
actually
ones are
specify
like-
the
Because the
year.
CG ones are still movies.
Yeah, they are. But
And-
they also embrace the cheese.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, of course, this is all subjective, but on this list, Tomb Raider 2018 is actually listed on
No, I don't know. I guess from a movie making point of view, it's a better movie, but like honestly, it's not as entertaining as say the Angelina
I mean,
Jolie
Hitman's
one.
not even on that list. Hitman's.
Oh God, which one though? There's
Oh yeah, there's like three of them.
there's
wasn't
two
there?
or three at this point. There's the
Yeah.
Anyways, can we talk about another movie that's coming up that I am hyped for that
Sure.
Jay isn't?
Sure, tell me your hype movie.
Space Jam 2 with LeBron
Hype.
James is actually happening.
Oh god damn it! Pokemon are video game movies.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah, but they're not live action.
Do they
we have-
have to be live
Can
action?
we have a live?
Sure,
I think
yeah.
so.
What?
Because it's Mortal Kombat, Street
sorry.
Fighter.
Anyways,
I didn't mean to interrupt.
But I mean, this is a
Space
live
Jam.
action movie.
Space Jam.
Space
sort
Jam.
of Space Jam 2. I think it's the perfect time. And honestly, the producer is Ryan Coogler.
I don't know who that is.
He did.
Wait, yes, I do. Coogler.
Yes, he did. Creed, the new Rocky movie.
that's right.
He's the producer for it. So we're gonna know Michael Jordan shows up.
Yeah.
not the other Michael Jordan, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Right.
Because he always works with
He has to be.
Yeah.
Due
With-
to
with Ryan Coogler.
Screen Actors Guild.
I suspect
rules.
there will be at least one reference to Michael Jordan.
yeah. So
Michael Jordan might actually just be in there as well.
look, I really like Space Jam.
Remember,
Unironically.
original Space Jam has a fucking Bill Murray in it.
For no reason.
But it was great.
It was. But no reason. Okay,
I need
anyways.
to rewatch that movie. We should have a Space Jam night.
Maybe. But it
There's no maybe.
I love that movie.
There's only yes.
Because it doesn't make any sense.
No, it makes perfect sense.
It's amazing.
When you consider there's these aliens and they have an amusement park on a planet and they need the best basketball players, so they just steal their abilities. Like, it all makes sense,
It makes
man.
it makes zero sense, but yet it makes sense at the same time. It makes perfect sense at the same time.
Fun movie.
It's a
to
fun
watch.
movie. I just need Quad City DJs to do a new theme
Yes.
for the new movie.
Yes,
Please.
we need more Space Jam jabs.
And LeBron James is the perfect choice for this new movie. He's the perfect choice.
It is his time now.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't at me. He's the best choice. So
Honestly, I don't even know who would be a better choice.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Earlier before the podcast, we were talking about like how successful this movie might actually be, because
It will.
the truth is like Looney Tunes is not a big franchise anymore. No
Nope.
one watches Looney Tune cartoons. They're not really regularly on TV. But the fact, like, I brought up like the fact that like the Muppets aren't really a big thing until they've released something.
Yeah.
And then like you'll have basketball fans with kids, and just people who want to watch Space Jam in a new movie. So
Honestly, give me some killer tracks and I'm there.
just backtracking a little bit. So Rotten Tomatoes has 47 video game movies ranked. Number 1 is Rampage at 53%.
Oh, with The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock, and that came
Yeah,
out
that's
like earlier
technically a
this
video
year.
game movie. You're right.
Yeah. Resident Evil Vendetta is number 2 at 43%.
That's the
Tomb Raider,
CG one.
Tomb Raider is is number 3 at 51%. It's not at like it's critics.
That's the new one.
Is that the Alicia
basis as well.
Vikander one? Okay. all
Yeah,
right.
it's a new one.
Okay.
Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within is at number 4.
That's not a video game
That's
movie.
not a video game movie.
It's
Yeah.
not based on anything.
Number 11 is actually Advent Children.
Advent Children's not a good movie. Fight me.
I think it was
not a
fun.
good
I think it was
movie.
It's
fun,
a fun movie.
It's a fun movie, yeah. And then
but
like
it's definitely not a great movie.
I can't go back to it because it's like every.
Oh, I'll never watch it again.
No, because now I can actually play a game where I can do all the stuff that Cloud does in the game, and it's FF15. Why don't I just play FF15?
Yep.
Right. So I don't know.
Mortal Kombat, for reference, is number 10.
Okay, what's that? What's it sitting at critics wise?
34%.
Fight me. Oh my god, no.
No. That's okay. That's a critic rating.
Okay, yeah. Audience rating is probably higher.
Yeah.
Actually, what's Space Jam at? I'm curious now. Let's see.
Space Jam. I'll look it up.
Okay, because Space Jam is an audience movie. It is not a critics movie. Because
Honestly, there's so many movies out there these days that critics will bash.
Yeah.
But the audience will absolutely love.
Because
And I'm
the
like,
critics are not looking for the same thing as the audience.
that's true. Yeah.
like, I really don't
A
care
lot
what
of
critics say
critics,
anymore.
and some critics are just like our like Oscar voters or
Yeah,
whatever.
but I mean,
right?
like-
so like they don't give a shit.
But generally, if you love
This is okay, yeah. So sorry, critics 38% for Space Jam, which is actually higher than what I thought it would be. I
Yeah.
thought it would be in the 20s.
Fair enough.
Audience score 63%. Audience has let me down.
Yeah.
Audience,
No.
That number should be
Okay,
like 80.
Well, to be
No.
fair,
I'll fight anyone.
That is
lot of-
perfectly fine.
yeah. A lot of movies, though, that are popular with audiences tend to be marketed towards a particular audience. Like, for instance, I hate the movie Repo, like the
I've never
dramatic
seen that.
opera, right? I hate that movie. Sarah loves it, and it's marketed towards her. It's like a metal horror comedy musical.
You know, that's one of those movies that I've been meaning to watch for the longest time.
Yeah.
And I've never had a chance
Yeah,
to.
and critics hated it. I hate it, but the audience score is probably in the 90s because it's like a cult classic. It's now like Rocky Horror 2.0, right? But how dare they?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. A lot of people love that movie, and I just
I'm
can't
feeling
understand.
this isn't the right one.
It's not Repo Man.
No,
With Jude Law.
No,
It's
no, not
Repo.
that. There's 2 repos. One's in 2010 and one's in
I believe
2013.
it's the 2010
Or 2012, rather.
It's the 2010 one. Anyways, yeah.
I'm just curious.
But yeah, no.
Anyways,
The fact that Space Jam is potentially coming back, like, there is word that it's going to be in the works and everything.
Yeah.
I look forward to it, but I'm not going to hold my breath.
yeah, I'll watch it. Regardless, I'll probably
gonna
watch
watch
it
it.
for sure.
Yeah,
like I don't know if it's a
I'm
theater
going to
movie,
watch
but
it.
at some point I will watch it. Like in this lifetime of mine, it will happen.
If they make it into
speaking
like
of-
a meta movie, then
Yeah.
it'd be funny.
Speaking of things that are coming back from the 90s,
Oh man,
this one is, I think, something that most people are going to be
This I
excited
have
about.
I don't know
strong
how I
feelings
feel.
for.
I don't know how I feel about this.
I
but
think people are going to like it.
People are
You're
gonna
going to
like it.
buy one,
Okay.
so shut up.
I'm not gonna buy one. PlayStation
What?
Classic.
Bullshit, you won't buy one.
I'm not buying one.
Why
You'll
not?
get one for fucking
Okay.
Christmas.
Anyway, PlayStation Classic. Whatever. December 3rd release for 100 US, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, so
100
that's only
US?
like $130 Canadian.
It's 99 US.
99 US. Okay. Well,
That's
whatever.
like, yeah, like at most that's like 140 Canadian. That's
Yep.
not bad at all.
Games confirmed so far are Final Fantasy 7, Jumping Flash, R4, Ridge Racer, Tekken 3, Wild Arms. 20 games in total.
Yeah, they haven't announced
So
anything.
they've
else
given
yet.
us 5 of the games.
Yep.
There's 15 more games coming. Mm-hmm. I suspect there's going to be a couple fighting games on there,
Yep.
like Tekken, Battle Arena Toshinden, probably.
I bet one of the Mega Man X series is going to be on there.
Maybe. Yeah.
I think they're going to put a platform. Well,
At least
okay.
X4.
Actually-
Yeah, X4 probably.
Yeah.
Do you think like something like Twisted Metal and stuff is going
Yeah.
to
Twisted
Metal
Metal
could definitely be there.
Any of the old,
old sort of
PlayStation,
exclusives,
like
for,
first party stuff, right?
Yeah.
So your what's it called? Your Perfect Darks or Spyros or
I'm not going to lie, there's a lot of really good games.
I don't
back
think
in the
Perfect
day.
Dark's going to be on there.
No, sorry, not Perfect Dark. Twisted Metal. I don't know
Yes.
why I said Perfect Dark, but
You were thinking first party games.
I was thinking Perfect Twisted Metal Black, and I went black with dark, and anyways,
Yes, no worries.
But yeah, those are probably gonna be out. But
I'm going to do a quick Google search for PlayStation 1 exclusives.
there
go for
are
it.
a lot.
But I think for sure
Okay.
this is going to sell out immediately as soon as it's released.
Yep.
But
but there will be
that's not a surprise. Like
There
I
will
mean,
be stock later on, though. It won't be like the NES or SNES Classic where they discontinue it, right? It's not going to be.
Well, yeah, because they're not going to shoot themselves in the foot about, hey, we don't
making
want
money.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, here's stock. And people are like, we want to buy this all. And we're out of stock now.
Right.
And they'll be like, well, here's more.
So my problem here is it's not expandable, right?
It's expandable if you avoid the roaring.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, well,
still,
how is the Nintendo Classic expandable?
you have to hack it.
And the SNES Classic?
You have to hack it.
There
right?
you go.
No, give us an option to not have to hack it, right?
Yep.
Like,
But they don't make more money than this one.
I don't know.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. If they're holding that back
Yeah.
for the PS2
Classic.
Classic.
Interesting if they do release a PS2 Classic, that'd be really cool.
Do
You know
think
why I
Spyro's
say
gonna
that
be on
specifically?
Spyro, I think it'll be.
with
yeah.
the remaster that
Because
Yeah.
the PlayStation 2
Uh-huh.
had the expansion port for a hard drive.
Right. Yes, it did. Yeah.
So
So-
if they incorporate that into the design
Yeah.
of the 2 Classic, I would be all down. Because I would be like, smart move. It's
Yeah.
like, you're literally just like, yes, you can do this. And it was built in with the original design and
Right,
everything.
yeah.
Full nostalgia, plus design makes sense and
They
everything.
can't make another like emotion engine based like thing because like that's how they achieved PS3 backwards compat
Yeah.
with the PS2. So I don't know. Like okay, these retro consoles don't interest me personally because I'm so interested in original hardware.
Yeah.
Right. So I will probably try to get like a
I
flash
think
card
here's
for
the
the
thing:
PS1 or something.
original hardware is great and playing stuff is great, but I think it's also super just. It's one thing to collect stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but is playing stuff on original hardware the most important thing? Considering like most people
Mm-hmm.
don't want to do that all the time. Like they might want to collect a few things here and there,
Yeah.
but if you want, like G brought up the fact that you just want to play,
Okay,
I
so-
can just plug in HDMI and not
So
worry about
I'm
shit.
I'm gonna out myself as like a lawbreaker, I guess, because I love flashcards. Right, flashcards are great because they allow me to. Play.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never
Which
owned
are
one in my life.
perfectly fine so long as you own an original copy
Yes,
of the game.
I do. Anyways, I love flashcards because flashcards just let me use my original hardware. I still have the exact same feeling I got, but I don't. But I
controllers are the
hate
same,
collecting games. Right, I actually hate that.
Oh, really?
No, because collectors have driven up a market for something that
Yeah.
is like okay, like. I think video games are like movies, or they're going to be treated like movies in the future, right? But so to collect games as if they're like a commodity kind of ruins the fact that they have historical value. That's kind of my perspective on it, right? But anyways, flashcards really help that. Emulation helps that, right? But flashcards are the only way that you can actually use your original hardware and play the games as they were intended and intended to be seen.
Alternatively,
Yeah.
you can get repro cards.
Repro cards as well. I do support lots of repro cards because like, that the original publisher is no longer making money off of the original cartridge anymore,
Yep.
right? So why not repro, right? emulation is cool if you're not a stickler, I guess, right? But it's like you're still ruining the experience if you emulate.
I'm actually curious how people who do collect original, like the original hardware, original games, who are actual collectors, how they feel. Because I do have some friends who are hardcore collectors.
Yep.
They definitely are into like collecting original copies.
They're part of that market.
They're part of that market, but they too, when the NES Classic came out, got it.
I think it's just for convenience sake, right?
But that's kind of that's the primary argument.
That's kind of what I'm arguing as well. For me,
right?
It's convenience.
Anyway,
because I have some of these games.
Yeah, but you don't want to dig them out and plug them in.
I know exactly where they are. I just don't want to plug in my PS1.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If I can get this and it runs it faster,
I want to talk about
HDMI,
some potential games for this because we can talk about emulation all you want, but we've talked about it before, and also, for God's sake, let's shut up about that.
Yep.
Games that I think will I just dug up the thing where it was like it's from Games Radar. It's just like the 25 best PS1 games, and maybe you'll of course, subjective.
So the full list isn't out yet, right?
No, there's no full list.
Okay,
But
so there's
I'm
15 more.
So I'm just like spitballing games that you might want to see on there. So Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Definitely. Yeah.
I'd love to see it. Definitely.
It's also getting a PS4 remastered pretty soon, along with Rondo of Blood. So that's gonna be cool.
I'm probably gonna pick up.
Metal Gear Solid.
Depends if Konami are dicks or not.
Yep.
Right, because they do have to agree to release.
Okay, that being said, though, multi-disc games are a thing, and that's why they actually allowed the lid to pop up and down. That's how you switch.
Well, it's not
discs.
even that. I mean, it doesn't matter anymore.
Like it doesn't matter.
Final Fantasy VII's on here. That's a 4-disc game.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, but
there's actually 3 discs
or 3.
But I mean, that's what kind of makes me excited.
I think
that's the one thing I'm excited about is that at least they're trying to replicate the experience, right?
Yeah.
Because kids don't know what it's like to actually have to switch discs in the middle of a game, right? But now it's like, okay, well, you have to get up, you have to go to the console, hit the switch, pop the thing open, and close it again, just to progress your game.
Just to switch discs.
Yeah, switch discs, quote unquote. So I think that's great. Yeah. But yeah, MGS depends how Konami cooperates. I think.
Yeah.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Oh, definitely. Yeah,
that should be that.
Definitely.
Dude, I spent so many hours
yeah.
on that game.
I love that game.
Definitely. Yeah. Music licensing rights will be a bit of an issue.
That'll
with
be
that,
interesting, actually.
Yeah.
You could say that across a lot of different games.
No, but the Tony Hawk games were
sure. I mean, they use
the
some music
iconic,
from but still.
Well, it's all these people who are still making music and all that, right? I mean, Grand Theft Auto, the mobile releases and the Android releases of Grand Theft Autos. It
really depends on what the what do you call it, the original contract was too.
Right, exactly. But some of those are missing entire radio stations, right? So,
but to be fair, at the same time, some artists are like, wait, you're bringing this back? Hell yeah, I want my song in there.
Yeah. Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2, I'd say, for
possibly
for PlayStation.
Resident Evil.
Yes.
Yeah. Resident Evil 2.
Capcom has been very...
I'm not going to say 2. I think 1 will be on there.
I'm just saying,
Capcom has been super
cool.
The reason why I'm saying...
I mean, they're releasing their own shit in general all over different platforms.
That's why I'm saying 2 won't be on there, because 2 is already getting a re-release.
Silent Hill?
That's a Konami. That's Konami.
Parappa the Rapper?
Yeah.
I mean, I never played it. I know a lot of people are fine with it.
That game was so hard.
Oh, Gran Turismo. The old Gran Turismo.
Your OG Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo 2 especially. Yeah.
Worms is on this list? I don't think Worms will make it.
I don't think that'll make it.
And they're fun. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah. Worms is great.
They're going to focus on first-party exclusives.
Yeah. Tekken 3.
Yeah.
That's already on there. It's already on that list.
Tekken 3.
Right. Tekken 3.
Ape Escape.
Ape Escape, yeah.
Nope.
No, Konami, you're right.
No, not just because the controller that comes with it does not have analog.
Right. It needs to be analog.
Ape Escape requires analog.
Right. I remember that. Yeah. Okay. So, you know what though? What if they release an analog version of the controller?
Then yes.
Yeah.
I will. If they release an analog version of the controller, then
so
yes.
They mentioned that the power is through USB.
Yes.
I'm wondering what the controller's hookup is going to be. If it's USB,
I believe they are USB.
If it's USB, then I can just use PS3 controllers or PS4 controllers, right? So yeah.
So there's Oddworld.
They're going to have the Oddworld games, I'd say.
I believe so as well.
I never really played, but I can see if they would be fun.
Well, they're re-releasing Stranger's Wrath or whatever. Is it called Stranger's Wrath? Stranger's Wrath, right?
I
Something like that. So. That's the second one. It's on Dave's Odyssey. That was a Xbox game. There's yeah. Anyways,
but there's one other one that I think is definitely going to be on there. The Legacy of Kain.
Legacy of Kain. Yeah,
that's the thing though. I'm not sure if it's going to be original Blood Omen Legacy of Kain or if it's going to be Soul Reaver.
Medieval. Do you remember that game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
or Medieval.
That might make it.
See, but here's the thing, though. Like, we've already mentioned so many games.
Yeah.
It's way more than... Like, we can just go on and on and on.
Alpha
PlayStation
3.
1 had so many good games on it.
Yeah, it did.
And a ton of them were first party.
Actually,
I think I'm going to focus more on, first, one-party games, though, because it's probably going to come with one controller, not two, right?
I think it showed it with 2 controllers.
Really? Oh, okay. Interesting. The
images of the console that I saw, it had 2 controllers.
But those aren't just the only games that are mentioned here, but it's just like there are so many. I really wonder if Spyro was going to make it, just because there's like the whole thing with the re-release of the trilogy and everything like that. I don't think that means there's no place for literal old school
like same
Spyro,
thing with like Crash Bandicoot and stuff like that.
Yeah, like they might not, just because they want to try to focus sales on like their new remastered product.
Can I talk about one thing about this thing though that I really appreciate?
Sure.
Okay, the box art gave me such a nostalgia rush.
Oh yeah.
Holy crap! It's
the original box art.
It is the original box art, yeah. And like I get it, the SNES and the NES did too, but they had all this extraneous stuff on top of it. It's like
because they were like displaying all the new or all the specific games.
Yeah, now include Star Fox,
and
blah blah blah.
But like this one's so like minimal and minimalist, and it's just like okay, but this is the original box art. I appreciate that. Thank you for doing that, Sony. But yeah.
No, honestly, that was one of those things, because like the original box art for the PlayStation was very simplistic.
Yeah,
like the front it was just nice and clean.
It's
and
not like iconic. Like how like the NES had the action set box.
Yep.
Right, and like that, I would recognize that anywhere. Right, same with the Super Nintendo too. It had that like the purple, like the red slanted font with like the red, like the purple stuff on it. But anyways, I don't know, for some reason the PlayStation one just kind of like hit me way harder than the other ones, because it's like this was the original box. I remember seeing this on the shelves.
Here's a weird thing,
because it was one of those things where it's like it's more iconic to you because it probably hit you as you were growing up more. It probably meant more to you as well.
I never had a PS1 Classic though. I never or a PS1 until very recently.
That time period.
Yeah, exactly. Because that time period was weird for me because I never actually grew up with any game consoles. My first game console that I ever bought. Or I ever got like that I could hook up to a TV, because I'm not counting the Game Boy, was the GameCube.
Oh, really?
I wanted a PlayStation for the longest time, right? Because they were cheap at the time, and we were like, no, it's like we can't afford a PlayStation. We can't afford a PlayStation until one day, one Christmas, we were able to afford a GameCube, so we went with the GameCube instead, right? But so like I remember ogling like. When I was a kid, I used to go to the store and look at all these games I could play, but I couldn't play them because I never had a PS1, and I would just like look at the box longingly, that kind of brought that mood back.
Yeah,
what was that? Weird thing, but like, so obviously we have the SNES Classic and NES Classic. They already exist, and they're cartridge-based games, right? And then you just have a little slot that you can, you would put your cartridge into.
Yep.
Do you think? I'm not saying it has to be functional. But obviously, there's like the power buttons and like the open the lid button for the CD and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think it would be a good idea for them to make that hinge openable?
I think
even if it has like little to no function.
I think it is openable.
You think so? I haven't seen any photos of it so far. That indicates that's the case. It just all we can see is that it's a scaled down. PlayStation 1 with,
to make that a thing would be marginal.
It'd be extremely marginal. It's literally like a very simple hinge device with a spring load, and that's it.
Okay, well, the open button swaps virtual disks is all it says.
Okay,
so you're right. I don't see anything indicating that the thing opens up.
And I think it's like not a big deal either way, but I think it'd be okay if it did. I don't know what I would use it for or why they would want to do it, I guess.
It would literally just add the extra tactile experience.
They might not do it because it's so small.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Like, you have to realize that the PlayStation controller is actually just about as big as the actual console.
Yeah.
So if you open it, you'd be like, this is cute. But then you're like, Nothing fits.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of concerned though because it's HDMI. I'm hoping the filters are good because I want that old school look, right? Keep in mind, PS1 games are designed to be played on a CRT.
Yep.
Right at 4:3. So,
and in all honesty, that's why like Silent Hill, that was a perfect example.
Yeah.
Silent Hill, the original, they had limited draw distance and everything like that. All that added to the experience, and it was totally just
that
like
game was scary because the controls are crap and the graphics
controls
were
are
wonky
crap
and sharp,
you,
right?
The graphics were like you
Things
couldn't
suck,
see
so
very
that's
far.
what makes it terrifying.
But they used that to their advantage.
They did.
Oh, absolutely.
And then when they re-released it later on, you could see like off in the distance so far, and you're like, "This isn't the same."
Yeah, exactly. So it's like why Quake is so unsettling, right? Because all the graphics are weird. But anyways,
let's talk about the future, the present.
The present.
Yeah,
we have 10 minutes left.
We have time. We have enough time for the present.
Oh yeah. And the present is awesome as well.
It is. So Sony's been killing it with Sony's been killing it with exclusives.
Oh my
killing
god!
It.
So God of War,
Dude,
God of War.
Rest in peace to like Microsoft. At least for the
we
Xbox
got Gears
console,
and
man.
Halo.
yeah, except they're doing bad decisions on both. So
Yep.
let's put that aside. Let's talk about good things. So God of War, amazing, tons of fun.
I play God of War. I agree, it's amazing. I haven't played this next one, so
the next one, I've had hands on for a tiny bit.
Yep.
And it felt wonderful.
We're talking about Spider-Man.
Spider-Man PS4.
Combat is nice and smooth. Mm-hmm. So, like, hopping between enemies feels perfectly fine. It's very Spider-Man-esque as well.
So it makes you feel like Spider-Man is what
You
you're saying.
feel like Spider-Man when you're jumping from one enemy
Dude,
to another.
I haven't played
throwing
it
your
yet.
webs out.
But
You
all the
have
costumes?
like not only all the costumes, all the different gadgets you have. They make sense.
All the development and stuff.
Because it's like, it's Spider-Man. It's hands down Spider-Man, being Spider-Man, doing all of Spider-Man's things. And it's not like, oh, this is his origin story again, so none of that would make sense. Yeah. This is Spider-Man fully established already.
It's been a long time since we've had a good Spider-Man game.
And honestly, it's a ton of fun.
Last time was the Xbox, right? With the Spider-Man 2 and the swinging.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the swinging in this feels
good?
really
Feels
good.
Okay.
There's still that... I will, from what I've seen, because I haven't played, but like I watched probably a few hours worth of like Let's Plays of the intros and stuff.
Yep.
Swinging through Central Park probably still sucks. It looks like kind of because like you can sort of maintain.
So there are things that
momentum,
will
but
let
it's
you.
It's just not great.
Yeah,
But that's Central Park.
There are things that will let you like boost yourself
through.
out of Central Park.
Like it's like a direct movement as opposed to like a swing motion.
Well, there's the web zip, so where you like shoot a line straight ahead of you and you pull yourself towards it.
Yeah.
And so you just
And
get this
you
momentum launch forward.
Launch yourself off the ground like that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So the locomotion is
fun.
really good.
Later on, you can get like a super jump as well. So
Yeah.
when you're just standing on the ground, you just give like a giant jump off the ground, and then you can start swinging off that.
I think the most important thing is like the sense of momentum, right?
Yep.
So it sounds
Also,
like they got
another
that.
really cool thing that I noticed in the little bit that I got to play was when you start swinging and you're actually like into the movements and you're like smoothly swinging.
Yeah.
The music picks up a bit.
Oh, cool.
So it's like that.
So it knows.
speed-based music.
It knows, and I'm just
game
like,
kinda
oh, this
knows.
is so good.
Okay, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to pick it up. Like my problem is that I know it's kind of it really respects the comic continuity and stuff. It's a lot like it's the Spider-Man version of Arkham, right? Because Arkham really respects Batman's mythology, right? And this one respects the Spider-Man mythology. But like I don't really know all of Spider-Man's villains and all that, right? So
Yeah, and honestly, they've redone a couple of things for the villains and Spider-Man's backstory and everything as well.
Yeah.
So, and it's not done in a terrible way. It's not just like, they're bad because they're bad.
So there's like motivations.
What I find interesting, I just looked up the reviews really quick. So it's got 87% on Metacritic, which is pretty good.
It's good, yeah.
But I'm actually surprised by other publications like GameSpot, for example. Not like it's giving it a 9 out of 10. And I'm not like I said, I haven't played. I can't really say that like definitively I can give it a 10 out of 10, for example. But I think if I look it up,
But I mean, like,
Like
what is a 10 out of
comparison.
10 game to you, right? Like, like
Honestly, like, I can't give games 10 out of 10.
so
yeah, me neither.
for example, and like this also isn't a perfect game, but people loved it as well. And Breath of the Wild got 97% on Metacritic, which is an insane number, actually.
Yep.
It got 10 out of 10 Wired UK, and it got an 8.6 on GameSpot. Like, what is like Like it's the game's
Okay, dude.
So,
Like,
no. One main thing you have to remember is these people are reviewing
people.
These people who are reviewing the games for these websites and everything. They are reviewing them on. They should be objective, but at the same point, their own biases do come in.
yeah.
And at the end of the day,
it's the same thing we talked about movies, for example. Like
It's
critics watch for different things. Than
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's not completely objective reviews. Like, there is a person behind each one of these reviews.
Yeah.
God of War 2018 got 10 out of 10 on Polygon, 94% on Metacritic, and 10 out of 10
So
on IGN.
what I would
example.
kind of like do or like kind of perceive those reviews
scores? Yeah.
would be like, okay, well, the overall quality is universally accepted to be good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of this game, right? Depending on I would read lots of reviews and see who likes what. Like if you like story-based games, God of War is great. If you like mechanic-based games, it's good too. But keep in mind, it's like not as combo-based as the previous game, right? Like you would need to re-review to find that out, not just look at a score.
If you like racing games, don't play God of War.
But
yeah, exactly.
I think the other problem I sort of have with it is like, I feel like they have. Let's say we call like Spider-Man is a action adventure RPG.
Not RPG.
Not really an RPG.
A little
RPG
bit.
elements. All these adventure games
Action
nowadays
adventure.
have RPG elements.
Yeah,
I mean, like
sure.
God of War had RPG elements.
Yep, okay.
Horizon Zero Dawn has RPG elements, right?
So,
Yeah.
but I think that like across different games, especially if they're established franchises, like Spider-Man is an established franchise in the video gaming world. Mm-hmm. But you still have to like you can't base it. You can't judge it based off of like God of War's metrics of what you can expect in the game.
I would say like things like art direction, things like
No, but at the same time,
upgrade momentum, things like that, right? Like
Yeah.
because like God of War, it's like sometimes you feel like your upgrades come too fast, sometimes too slowly, right?
Yep.
Other games, stuff like that. Those are certain gameplay systems are comparable,
but at the
across
same
genres, I
time,
feel.
you also have to remember just because one game is good doesn't mean another one is objectively bad.
No,
They
Yeah.
both can be good games.
Yeah, it just depends how they execute it, right? I mean, I was surprised because Horizon, right? That's a game that everyone universally really liked, right?
Yeah.
Look up Horizons.
I liked it too, but I found that game, in terms of gameplay and in terms of like lots of other things, was pretty generic, right? But the thing is, though, it takes lots of elements from previously established genres and lots of gameplay systems from previous games, and just does them better, and in a balanced way.
Yep.
And that's why that game is good. It's a good overall package. Same with God of War. It's a good overall package, right?
Horizon got 89% on Metacritic.
But here's the other thing. There's other games that are like not the same style where it's like a lot of like there's upgrading in this other game that I'm going to mention in a second here, but like you upgrade your abilities, but it's not like it's a giant overworld that you have to like slowly go around and everything. Yakuza.
Yeah, okay, but Yakuza's totally just nuts though. That's like
That's part of its appeal. It's totally nuts,
It's
and they do it well.
Saints Row.
And Sega has straight up said that's the only reason why Yakuza is so popular in the West is that it's unlike any other type of Western game, right? Because I think the Japanese market can see that. Okay, well, what is the Western
Ideal
action adventure look like?
Yeah.
Well, there's third-person combat of some sort, some quick-time events, cinematic moments. There's RPG elements of upgrading.
Yep.
There's open world, and the map is slowly revealed.
But things aren't
progress
necessarily
through the
like level based. For example,
Yeah,
there's
things
not
aren't
exactly
level-based, right?
experience based or anything.
No, exactly.
Progression, like they use a milestone progression system instead of an experience progression
right,
system.
and opening the map slowly as you go on is part of the the gameplay loop. Possibly climbing a viewpoint like Assassin's Creed that became like a universal thing, right? So I mean,
that's in Spider-Man as well.
That's in Spider-Man as well, right? See, there we go. And I think that's what kind of drives the decisions with open world Japanese games, right? Is to be different, right? But a lot of American games just take these systems, know they work, and try to improve upon them, right? It's a good
apply their
framework.
theme, yeah.
It's a good framework, and the theme, even with different themes, like Horizon's totally different from Spider-Man, right? But you can see similarities due to the underlying framework, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Either way, I apologize for bogging down some because I kind of introduced the review talk again, but
Yeah, it's okay.
overall, I definitely want to play it.
I really
I'm
want to
waiting.
play it.
I probably won't buy it because I don't really have a permanent PS4 of my own, so I'll probably try and borrow it off a friend when they're done.
The main thing I'd say though is just because one game is good doesn't mean another game is bad.
No.
Like
no one's saying that. Yeah.
It's just going out right now. There's a lot of really good PlayStation games,
So many,
and they're
Easter eggs
exclusives, and it's just. Oh my god!
But good on them because they've really revitalized their brand.
Like, next level.
I would say in the last like 10 years, PlayStation was kind of in like a
funk for most of the PS or the beginning of the PS3 era. It started picking up halfway through that kind of generation, right? Because I mean,
well, it's almost like after they finally killed off like the PS2 almost like permanently.
Yep.
I feel like they redoubled and refocused their efforts.
Yeah, like the PS3 circa 2007 was not in a good place, right?
No.
But then it's like, you look around 2010, 2011, that's like right after the release of Uncharted.
That's what let Xbox, especially the 360, really gain a lot of ground and gave them a market. Yeah. But now the 360 is lagging behind. PC industry is still fine.
Wasn't that 360 Xbox
One in terms of sales
Xbox
and stuff,
One, and Xbox One S and all this other kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're going to recover as easily because they're not as established a brand, for one thing, and they do actually split their attention between like essentially PC releases.
Like, let's just put it this way: like if you were to release an Xbox Classic, right? No one would really care.
No,
right? Like versus like everyone's talking about the PS Classic right now. I heard an ad on 660 News about it, right? So it's like that's a big deal, right?
Honestly, like people of all sorts of like lifestyles are like, "Yo, PlayStation." I remember PlayStation. Nintendo. I remember Nintendo.
Or it's like, well...
And then there's like Xbox.
People talk about Xbox. They're like, oh, I remember playing Halo 2 and Halo. It's like, but... Okay, well, like a lot of your hardcore gamers will talk about Ninja Gaiden Black, and they'll talk about Jet Set Radio Future, and like the other.
But no one's like reminiscing hard for that shit.
Yeah, because it's still around, right? Like Halo established its own genre of the console shooter now, right?
PC classic. I would like to play some Minesweeper.
No, it's called.
I would like to play some Ski Free.
It's called GOG.com.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I want Myst,
dude.
Yo, Myst.
Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Roller Coaster Tycoon. Yeah, GOG.com. That's your.
Oh my god, we could literally just sit here talking about old games.
I could talk about retro PC games forever.
That's another episode, and we have to wrap up.
We do have to wrap up. Anyways, this has been a fun little thing, a little excursion. We have more events planned for you. I haven't actually been able to put another news item on because there is something I've been working on. I haven't introduced it to the team yet. That's how in development it is right now, but it's going to be coming out soon, so I want to announce that.
Super
so that'll be more fun, more fun stuff for more people, for good causes as well. And we have the Goro+Gun.
Please come to that.
That's going to be fun.
It'll be tasty.
Really hope to see you there.
Come to that.
And we have more games to be playing, more movies to be watching.
Yeah, honestly, guys, I'd say right now is a great time for all
to buy PS4. Yeah.
Well, not only to buy PS4, but there's lots of good stuff coming out just across the board.
Yep. Just pry me away from Destiny 2 first, and then we'll talk. But
hey, dude, I'm still drowning in Monster Hunter.
Spider-Man.
Right
just enjoy Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, thank you so much for listening. As usual, if you would kindly like, share, subscribe, comment,
do the thing,
let us know. We really appreciate our listeners, so we'd like to share that experience with more people if we can. I'm Jay, and I guess
I'm Alfred. Bye.
This is G. Later, guys.
Bye.